Yes, it is a very special day around here, ladies and gentlemen, because on Thursdays about this time, we welcome to the desk our good friend, cartoonist Brian Duffy.
Thank you.
As we find out what's on his mind, he has a cartoon to go along with it and try to make a point, but today is a special day.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering about my competition over there.
Yeah, well, you should be worried. You should be very worried because what we're doing is we're turning the tables on you today, Brian. Because
are you now?
This is what you normally do. You normally create some fascinating cartoons, tell a great story, but today we're taking the workload off you just a little bit.
You're taking the workload off of me after all of my work, and you're taking it off of me.
Just a wee bit because we want to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's this weekend.
And you did a drawing for us for our anniversary, so we wanted to do
we're doing one for yours.
A drawing for you.
Well, thank you very much.
How is that? Is that a good?
Is that close?
I think
we'll continue to work on it.
Thank you very much.
I made you pretty buff.
Yeah, we made you buff. You've been doing a lot of biking.
No, I haven't been doing a lot of biking. But speaking of biking, that's what we're going to be discussing a little bit today.
All right. What is the topic of discussion?
Well, we're going to discuss what is a bane for cyclists and a boon for the energy of the state of Iowa.
Okay.
And with that, let's show the cartoon.
Let's take it.
Every cyclist in Iowa knows that the wind is their friend only about 25% of the time. What drains the energy of a rider produces quite a bit of energy for the state now. The amount of electricity produced by wind energy has grown from 80 megawatts in 1985 to 5,600 megawatts. And that makes us a leading producer of wind energy in the nation, generating almost 29% of the state's energy. The industry has produced close to 7,000 jobs in close to 80 industry-related companies, and has helped reduce carbon emissions by 9 million tons per year. Now, doesn't that make you feel better?
Well,
maybe not on the bike, it doesn't.
Yeah, the wind energy.
Yeah, I've always said that that you get about 25% of good wind out there on the road. Somebody finally decided to step back in time and realize that we've had wind energy for 5,000 years. Europeans have been doing it, obviously, for a long time, too. If you go to the Netherlands, you'll notice windmills that power everything from mills to emptying out the countryside because it's below sea level. And any time that I would go out and ride in the country on my mountain bike on the gravel roads, and you hear the creaking of old windmills, I'm amazed at how we had given up on this entire technology.
Because there's no shortage of wind here.
No, in fact, they said that 76% of Iowa can be used for wind energy. And I remember the first ones that went up, they were up in an area called Buffalo Ridge, which runs around Storm Lake and then up into Minnesota. And we have more energy. We use more energy committed to wind energy than virtually, as I said, any other state, but especially in the Midwest. Which is stunning. Wisconsin uses about 2%. That's all the wind energy that
and what number do you say? We're
28.5%.
28.5, almost 30% of the energy.
Almost 30%, and the EPA has a goal by 2030 to cut carbon emissions. We'll probably be one of the only states that'll be able to make that, be able to do that cut. Now, the first image you saw there was on the tax credits, and that's an extremely important part still.
Right.
There are some politicians, including ones in Iowa. And during the campaign, this last campaign, Joni Ernst had talked about killing those those subsidies. That keeps this industry going right now. And besides that, the oil industry and the gas industry have been getting subsidies for about 80, 90 years.
And that was always the knock against the renewables, the subsidies. And you look at all the carrier fleets roaming the oceans out there, and I'd say that petroleum is subsidized as well.
Oh, yeah. So it's an energy that's homegrown. The jobs stay here, and everybody benefits from it.
Do you ever think there's going to be a day when homeowners can put up their own windmill, and be able to afford to put up one that's efficient enough to provide what they need?
Oh, I think so. I think you're going to be seeing them become smaller and a lot more energy efficient in the future. But you're going to see a lot more of them in Iowa. In fact, I think there'll probably be another 5,000 or so in the next couple of years that are going up.
Wow.
So it'll also, I've seen some statistics that say that it'll save over a million cars on the road, what they would kick out in CO2. Wow. So it's it's a win-win for everybody.
Do you think we'll ever end up like they are, like say in Palm Springs, California, where they have just like miles of windmills? Do you think that'll ever happen here?
I don't know. I mean, we have areas now that there are quite a few windmills, but I don't know if we'd ever be seeing that. And I think in the future you're going to be seeing more efficient windmills that can be cut down in size, but also in number too. So, and also the farmers that or whomever that rent out their land, they get about I think it's about $17 million per year in rent. That's handed out to them by the energy companies. So it's a great thing, and wind is something that, I was born in the Windy City, but this is a windy state.
It's a win-win situation.
It's a wind situation.
There you go. Perfect. Good job, Brian.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Again, just want to make sure we say that to you. And there's, look at the final touches on the drawing.
You got to have birthday hat.
Birthday hat. Okay.
Very nice.
I wanted to make sure that wasn't a tin foil hat.
No,
you never know.
We had that guy on yesterday.
You did. I missed him.
My birthday hat, and you can